Hello everyone and welcome to my session 5 in this Project Life Challenge. So this is week 17 and 18 for my baby's album and week 9 and 10 for the challenge. So I'm just going through and trying to use up more alphas, so that's where I dug those up. I was hoping they would contrast the pattern paper a little bit more than they really did, but I'm okay with it. So digging through my supplies just to try to dress up this card a little bit and add some color. So I had this clear sticker from Stampin' Up! Of these yellow ducks. So in order for them to show up as yellow, I had to stick it down first on some white cardstock, and then I could adhere it onto this title card so that it would appear the proper color. So I like the way that adds the yellow, and it makes this card look a little bit more appropriate for a baby album. So I'm going to call that card done. So on to the next. This is another 4x6. I'm just going through my stash trying to find little bits and pieces. Sorry about the glare there. I didn't realize that until later. So sorry about that. It will go away once I finish this photo. I am still working with Design Page Layout A. Again, has the 4x6s on the top and bottom, and then 4 3x4 pockets in the middle. So I'm just dressing up the corners of this photo. It was a square photo, and so I just printed it on a 4x6, so that's why it has the 2 white borders on it. So I just left them as they were, kind of acts as a mat. And there you go, added a few little embellishments and labels, and that finishes that photo. So on to the little 3x4 pockets. So I'm just using up some washi to dress up the bottom of the photo a little bit. This is a Teresa Collins label. I'm just handwriting my little title there. More washi, super simple. Using the same one from the title card just to tie it together. And so these are kind of in my kit, so I am getting a little bored with using the same supplies. I know that's the point of my kit though, so that I will use it up. But seeing that I have so many more weeks left in this challenge to get his album done, I think I'm going to start switching up my supplies a little bit just to mix it up for me to enjoy it a little bit. I don't know, I just kind of feel like I'm using the same washi patterns and the same labels over and over again, which again is the point, to use up the stash, but I don't know, I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit in the next upcoming layouts. So anyways, those two, as I was chit-chatting there, are done, very quick and easy, just added some enamel dots and things. Here I'm actually going to stamp. This is a little tiny stamp from Citrus Twist. It says laugh, and then I'm just going to handwrite the word first. So very quick and easy to add stamping there. And I'm also using this little star image that came in that same stamp set. This is a little embellishment I made myself, one of those crafty nights where I just had a little bit of time and just pulled out a bunch of supplies. So it's just a stamp of that word memories, and then I just watercolored in the background of it. And then now I'm just going to add some word stickers, and that will finish those two. So just like that, those 4 pockets are done. These are some family photos that we had, and we had them printed on a 4x6. So I was just showing you that, and that I did have to cut them apart. So these are going to be in the bottom 2 pockets. So we took these photos during this week when baby Nathan turned 4 months. So I'm using this bright yellow card just to add some pop of color. I still just felt it was kind of dull and a little dark because I had just a whole bunch of photos. Every pocket had a photo, and which was a good thing, but it just all were kind of dark. So I went for this bright yellow. And it also ties in the yellow from the title card. So I just added those chipboard alphas and some more alphas here to make my little title. I'm happy to use up those alpha stickers whenever I get a chance. And then I'm just going to handwrite the kid's age of this when this photo is taken. And I'm just underlining it because I kind of saw that in an Ali Edwards stamp, and I just thought, hey, that's kind of cool, easy to do by hand. It adds a little character, so I just decided to do that. And then my typical outline of the entire card to just outline and frame it. Then I'm just going to add a few more embellishments here. So this is just a cork heart and some enameled or puffy heart stickers there. And here's some enamel dots, just again trying to use them up. I always have a hard time using the largest enameled dots. They seem too big, but I was able to just pop one there and I think it fits okay. So here's our family photo, and I realized that the date says 2015, even though this was taken December of 2014. I just put that on the card because I knew it would take some time to get these printed and put them in envelopes and get all the addresses. So I opted to type 2015 on it, and then by the time my family got those photos, it would have been January of 2015. So that was my logic. But for this album, I didn't want to cause any confusion, so I covered that up. Then used some more of my alphas, which I had to do some surgery. I changed a B to an F, and so that's how I got my F there. And again, just added the same cork heart, the number 5 for the family of 5, and just some more enameled dots. And I am almost done with those as well, which is great. So that finishes this layout. This was one of my fastest layouts so far. This one I actually got done in 30 minutes. So here's my statistics. 30 minutes done, and I finished week 17. So now on to week 18, where Nathan now is 4 months. So rather than doing weeks, I decided to highlight that he's 4 months. And that worked out because I had the letters. I did a little more alpha surgery to make my little T there. But it works out because I glued it all down and I think it looks okay. Just using up these clear stickers from Stampin' Up! I don't know where else to use them, and I'm just getting tired of seeing them in my stash, so just pop them there in that empty space. Added some more washi on the bottom, the gray to bring in and tie in the gray from the alpha letters. So I just did top and bottom just to kind of frame this card, and that will finish the title card. So on to the next pocket. So this is again one of my favorite photos of him. So I cut out, as you saw, this little 4 months label from a little 3x4 Project Life card. And so now I had that scrap piece of a 3x4 card. So I decided to use it and to cover that blanket on the edge of the photo. And then I had this punch. This is one of my favorite punches. I just hardly use it. But it's on my desk, and so it's the postage edge punch. So I decided to just make a little border here on this photo, just instead of washi, to dress it up a little bit and cover up that little blanket in the photo that was a little distracting to me. Then I just cut this camera out from another Project Life card that was in my kit. And now I'm just going to embellish. I had another, this is a clear sticker from Stampin' Up! And I think I call that done. Yep. So on to the little 3x4s. So again, same washi on the bottom there just to dress it up. I really wanted to cover that weird basket thing in the photo, but I couldn't think of an embellishment that would fit there properly, so I just left it. So I found this word sticker and then just added enameled shapes here just to dress it up a little bit. And I think I add one more. Nope. No, I don't. Sorry. That one was done. On to the next pocket. So this one, again, I still have that scrap. So I decided to stamp on the back side of it, which is that polka dot pattern. The stamp is from Citrus Twist. And then this is a 1-inch circle punch. I just had it on my desk from that night I was making embellishments. So it was just there ready to be used. So I punched it out. Just put a label there as something to back it up. And this is enameled shape and just handwriting. Very simple. And that pocket is done. So this next one, again, I start with the washi just to, again, it gives me just like a little bit of a starting point. Usually I would use paper, but again, because I'm in a hurry on these layouts trying to get them done, washi is the next best thing. So I'm just mixing up the patterns a little bit just to try to get a little different look. And then I'm just adding this, this is a cutout from a magazine I had a while back. And another sticker. And that one's done. So 3 pockets done, just like that. So here's the 4th pocket, and because it's his 4-month-old spread, I wanted to highlight his statistics, his height and weight. So it was a great time to use these alphas numbers a little bit. I struggled trying to find a set that had 3 number 1s on it, which was kind of a shock. So, but fortunately I had it in that yellow font, which ties in the yellow on this spread a little bit. So I liked that little pop of color. I just decided to go for these large foam letters, just trying to use them up, and I had all the letters and numbers available to me. That little 4 months was something I had cut out from a magazine. I had all the months actually punched out, ready to use for his album, so I had no other use for that little 4 months embellishment, so I just felt I had to use it here on this spread. So that little word baby, again, was just another thing I cut out from a magazine a while back, just in preparation to work on his album. So that finished that 4th pocket. So now I'm down to the bottom 2 4x6 pockets. So these are some photos I edited on my phone to make them black and white, and then I put them together using the PicMonkey app or website for free to put the 2 photos together on a 4x6 size canvas. And so I just left them as they were, and these are just some clear white stickers from Stampin' Up. And that finishes that one. And so in my last pocket, I am duplicating the same photo. It's just, again, one of my favorite ones of him, and I just needed to fill this pocket. And just by chance, I did print both sizes, so I just wanted to use it. So I'm layering the photo on a 3x4 card. And this is another cutout from, from the Stampin' Up! Catalog. It's an image of one of their stamps, so I'm just cutting it out to use it as an embellishment. And I like how that fits right there and the kind of handwriting look of that. Just adding some washi down at the bottom to ground the this card, because it will be on the bottom. And then I went back to these yellow alphas just to, again, use them and to tie them together, since there wasn't much other color on this spread. It's just adding some enameled hearts there, dot, and that will finish this last pocket. So here's the entire spread here for his 4 months and how it all looks together. And now this was my fastest layout so far. This one only took me 28 minutes. Now that is a record for me. So here's my grand totals for this challenge. I have 10 layouts done out of the 44, and I've used 5 hours and 36 minutes. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.